Welcome to the second episode of Dark December event. Now, as I said, we're doing like Fazbear Friday. Each Friday we'll have a new Freddy game. This is Final Freddy's 2, and unlike the last game, this game actually begins with a intro cutscene. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? I think it's actually apart from the fifth game, Final Freddy's Sister Location, this is the only other one to have a game that that comes upon startup. Before you actually start the game. I know FNAF 4 has a mini game which plays when you press like to start the new game, but yeah, so that's interesting to know. So as always, I'll be speeding up the footage for the entire game because no one wants to sit here all day and watch me play for this annoyingly hard game. Now, I didn't die that many times. I thought I would die a lot more in this game than I did. I only ended up dying 3 times, and I'll show the jump scares at the end so you can know who exactly I died to. But basically, once was on night 4, once was on night 5, and once was on night 6. Yeah, that's nice. Nice spacing there. But yeah, nights 1 to 3, I didn't die at all, which was good for me actually, because I didn't have to spend ages like replaying those things. And luckily for me, like while I did do night 6 in a separate recording because I had to like go off somewhere and had to come back to it. It only took me, and because I died in like my first attempt because I was hoping to do it all in one go, like, and then like have it done out of the way. But unfortunately, I had to go when I died, and I was like, well, that's a wrap. I'm gonna come back to that later. Oh yeah, I remember. I almost like completely forgot about the timer, the music box. Oh yeah, so better do some explanation on this game for those people who don't actually know. This is the second game in the Final Freddy's series, and it involves a lot more characters. And I mean a lot more characters. Including the old ones we had from before, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, we've also got Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and Mangle, who is the Toy Freddy counterpart. Did I say Toy Freddy? Sorry. The Foxy counterpart, for, this new establishment. In here, we have no doors like last time, and no power to worry about. However, we do have a flashlight power to worry about, which makes a bit more sense compared to the last game. So, in this one, it's no doors, so the only way to defend yourself is by putting on a Freddy mask, which fools the animatronics into thinking you're one of them. Or so it says. The first night's very simple, not much happens in it, as you can imagine. But there's a few mechanics you have to worry about. And the first one is that there's lights on either vent to your side. And you can use those lights to see who is there because sometimes people will be there and you'll know they're close, or if you see them actually in the vent, you have to put the Freddy mask on until they go away. And you can only know if they're gone by listening to them. This works for all the toy animatronics. That's for Bonnie, Chica, and Mangle. But we've also got a couple another additions to the party. We've also got Balloon Boy and the Puppet. Balloon Boy is just like anyone else. He comes towards the office and he comes from the left vent. But if he gets in your room, he will cause, what he'll do is basically he'll take away your batteries from your flashlight, which means you can't shine into the hole. And you may think to yourself, well, nothing wrong there. I mean, how does that affect me? Well, normally it wouldn't affect you. However, Foxy, the old one, doesn't get fooled by your Freddy mask. And the only way to prevent him from killing you is by flashing the light to disorientate him. So, in that case, you're going to need that flashlight. So, Balloon Boy getting into a room and laughing at you constantly until you die usually is led by a Foxy death. Now, for the puppet, this is where the music box comes in, and pretty much the only reason to open up the camera. Also, before I go further with that, Mango is currently on my roof. Now, this is basically like a random timer to see how long they kill you, but you can get past the night like I just did if they get into your room. It's like another space for them. Oh yeah, there's another cutscene here. Creepy. Ominous. You can clearly tell in this cutscene that they're basically in the FNAF 1 location. But to explain the puppet a bit more, you have to keep the music box wound up or else they will come and get you. You don't get to see them until the music box gets completely wound down and they start to come out to get you. But apart from that, They do look creepy, but you won't ever get to see them. Also, Bonnie, please stop staring at me. Bonnie. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we have yeah, as always we have 5 nights plus 1 extra night, the 6th night, in here because obviously we're not gonna have you know, we're not gonna do any of the custom night challenges because in this game the custom night, unlike the last one, actually has challenges. And we're not going to be doing that. That's not you know, extra to the story. Just we have a time limit here, and those challenges can get pretty damn difficult. So to keep away from basically having, you know, so much time in this video, we're just covering the night 1 to 5 and night 6. Currently we're on night 3, which is when the old animatronics start to, you know, come around, like Bonnie, Freddy, and Chica. These guys, you have to be insanely quick because if they're there, like if they appear in your office, you got to be like put that Freddy mask on the speed of light. Like, I like this game, you know, I like the aesthetic look as always, you know, but the problem is, in my opinion, this one is the worst gameplay-wise, because you only ever need to look at one camera, and all you have to do is basically just, like, repeat this. Put camera up, wind up music box a bit, put down camera. As soon as you put down camera, put Freddy mask on. Take Freddy mask off instantly, because no one else, you know, because basically, if you put your Freddy mask down, right, and there's someone in the office, you can't accidentally take it off once you put it down. It's stuck there until they're gone. So, like, take it off immediately, then shine left light on the light, and then shine right light, and then flash the light to make sure Foxy's kept going. Open camera, wind up box, repeat, forever. As I'm saying, it's kind of like the same thing over and over again, and we will notice, like, it looks exactly the same running past here constantly, and, you know, it is kind of tedious, yes, and while we were playing it at first, you know, think to myself, oh, this is really cool, and of course you found to think of different strategies. Like back then we like looked at different cameras to try and find out where everyone was, but we realized that's completely pointless, and really the only way to beat the future nights is by just staring at the one camera, winding up the box. And we're back to another cutscene. This cutscene, I believe, involves well, Bonnie and Freddy on the side. Obviously it's, well, not Bonnie and Chica. It's obviously meant to insinuate that you're playing as Freddy as you're in the middle here. As you look at Bonnie and Chica. And then you look to the middle and you see Golden Freddy standing in the center. These two are bloody creepy. Stop staring at me, I beg you. Please. No. Stop creeping me out. I wonder if you just stand still and don't even look at Golden Freddy. Like, it's me. Night 4. Quickly moving swiftly on. From this point onwards, because apparently even with 10 animatronics, well, actually, sorry, 11, having like a even space out like in the first game didn't happen. Like, remember I said in the first game how like it goes night 1 is Bonnie and Chica and a bit of Foxy, and then like from night 3 you have like Freddy plus that, and then Foxy's more active on the second night. So it basically sort of goes like Bonnie Chica, then Bonnie Chica Foxy, then like Bonnie Chica Foxy Freddy. But in this game, the first night includes, well, 5 animatronics. It includes, you know, well, actually, no, sorry, it only includes 4. Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, well, Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, and the puppet. But night 2 involves all of that, plus Balloon Boy and Mango. And then night 3 has, well, actually, no, sorry, I guess Foxy is included all nights as well, like the old Foxy. And then in night 3, it involves all the rest of the characters. So basically, you have, like, 10 characters from night 3 onwards, even though in night 4 and 5 they could have easily spaced it out to have more characters. I mean, I know the characters really aren't that different, but, like, they could have easily spaced out more to have more characters introduced to have, like, a bigger challenge, instead of just having it they all, like, plow in at once, and that's it. Like, I mean, it would have been pretty cool, right? Maybe if, like, night 3, it was only Bonnie and Chica. And then, like, maybe night 4... they had like, you know, old Freddy come along as well. Maybe that is the case, because I don't think I actually saw Freddy in the in night 3. Maybe he really did stay behind. But they could easily mix and match, you know. They could have had like, because I think night 3. Well, the thing is, that's one thing they did do. Oh, sorry, I mean he's got a coffin. One thing he did do though was have it so like, oh, a puppet here. I just want to speed up this cutscene because like I'm sick of the, you know, all these cutscenes one after the other. Yeah. Yeah, but like one thing he did do is that night 3, I believe, only has the old ones, and then night 4 brings in the rest of them back, you know, to give you basically a chance to get used to the old ones, which I guess is good. But like he could have spaced it out more, even more so, like, you know. But it's fine enough, you know. In gameplay-wise, it's pretty okay-ish. But like, it's the weakest of the series compared to gameplay-wise. But it was like kind of the introduction to like the actual story of the game, because while the story was kind of like all over the place in the first one, it was like bits and bobs here and there. In FNAF 2's one, there's like secret death mini games in which when you die, sometimes you'll get a death mini game. But unfortunately, I only died 3 times and not once did I ever get the death screen. So, well, no death mini game. So I guess we'll be showing any of those off. Yeah, Freddy and Body Chica from the old ones, they remain in camera, I think it's 8 to start with, and then the other 3 start in camera 9, I believe. And basically, it's sort of like, they all start there, because like, while it's such a big building, there's really not much to look at any of the cameras, because, well, 3 of them start in one room, 3 of them start in another room, and then 1 starts in another room, and 1 starts in another room, and then 1 starts in another room. I believe it goes camera 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is where everyone starts. And the rest of the cameras, like 7 to 1, are all just different cameras which have, you know, for different purposes. But to be honest, he could have cut out a couple of cameras because they really weren't needed. But, I mean, having extra cameras just to look at for, like, you know, reasons to look at. Yeah, it's fine enough. No problems there. And I'm not complaining, just, you know. And it's fine. Oh, so we're almost at the end of night 5 here, which will get us our first star on the main menu screen. Hooray, those stars are very important to us. Yay! Jeremy Fitzgerald, 1987. Yep, this game is in fact a prequel, for those who don't know. Yeah, how on earth is this a prequel to the first game? I mean, have you looked at the Final Freddy's timeline? No one knows how the hell that thing works. So, this is the last night and of the game that we're playing. But in this night, we get introduced to also Golden Freddy. Because Golden Freddy, while in the first game, I never actually got to see him in the playthrough. He does appear in this night a couple times, and you'll see him like in the hallway for a glimpse, and then maybe in the office for a glimpse. But like, the idea is you have to put the helmet on if you see him, just like everyone else. I remember when this game was coming out, people were thinking, you know, oh, maybe the old ones you have to not wear the Freddy mask, and then the new ones you have to wear the Freddy mask, you know. So like, some of them you can trick them, and some of them you have to like, you know, not put it up by, you know. So actually, to be honest, if Scott had done that, it would have made the game like 20 times harder, because then you couldn't just put the camera, down and put the Freddy mask on immediately. You'd have to make sure who was coming wasn't one of the old ones. But no, that's what he went with, so that's what we ended up getting. But you know, it's good, it's fine. It's a good game, but it could have had a lot of improvement compared. I mean, he did improve, like FNAF 4, FNAF 3, Sis Location, all great improvements. Oh yeah, I come so close to death so many times here because of the amount of times, like, you know, the music box almost went down. And, you know, I was scared for my life. I was like, come on, we're almost there, we can make it. And then I remember, near the end here, the mango actually gets in my office, and I thought to myself, oh no. You're kidding me, right? So I was hoping for dear life that like Mango wouldn't kill me, you know, at the last moment. I was like, come on, so close, we're doing so good. Just make sure Mango doesn't kill me, because I had no choice but to put up the camera and put the Freddy mask down, because they were still around me. And then I won. Alright, well that's going to wrap us up for today. I know this is kind of like a speedrun fast episode where I talk like fast and blah, 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 blah. But after this I'm going to show the jump scares from, you know, what I got, who killed me. And then that'll be the end of the video. So, see you later.